Sagittarius, how you doing? I've got loads on my mind and I've got to get it out, so we're doing some channel messages for a start and then we're looking to some tarot. How you doing, Sagittarius? So I'm hearing like, let's get cracking, let's get motivation, something to do with motivation or Motorola's disease or motor or a motor car, something to do with a Cancerian or a car itself. But let's get things cracking. Jackson, Jackie, Jacksonville, Jackie, I keep hearing Jackie. But let's get things cracking, let's get things going. Let's get moving, sort of like something to do with moving, Richard or Pryor. But like, let's get things moving. Now, some of you physically might be moving, but I heard the house that Jack built, or Jackie built, or the house that Jack built. So you could be dealing with a Jack, Jackson, Jackie, Jacksonville, okay, from Jacksonville. But let's get cracking, let's get going, the house that Jack built. So you might be having something built, or something like renovation and motivation or something, because I keep saying motivation, but renovation around the house. But because the first thing that I heard for you guys was, if it's not one thing, it's another. Let's get moving, let's get things going, and we're going and going, like motivation of some sort. But like, let's get going, let's get going, let's get going. But if it isn't one thing, it's another. It's kind of like the house that Jack built, or money pit. Like when one thing breaks, another thing breaks. You have one thing fixed, another thing breaks. So it's kind of like, or like the car or something that you've got and the car needs fixing, and it's something to do with your brake lines, or Robert Lyons, or something to do with your brakes, and my brakes need doing. But if it isn't one thing, then it's another thing. So if it's not one thing that breaks, it's another thing. So in my vision of what I'm seeing for you is that there's a hell of a lot to do. But then as soon as you get one thing fixed, another thing breaks and you need that fixing as well. So it's kind of like that you have an MOT or something on your car, and it doesn't pass and you have it fixed, but then they say, oh, hold on a minute, there's actually something else that's also wrong as well, and that you need that fixing. Because they keep saying that, like, hopelessly devoted to you, like Devon or Debbie or Virgo. I'm picking up Virgo. Okay, but if it's not one thing, it's another thing, and then the moment that I get one thing fixed, another thing breaks, and that needs fixing as well. So you're either called Jim will fix it, or Jim, the name Jim, James, Julian, Jason, Jasmine, John, Jackie, Jeremy. Okay, but if it's not one thing, it's another thing. So as soon as I've fixed one thing, I'll be right there and I'll do another. So you could even, it could be you or another person that fixes things for people. Like, okay, hold on a second, I'm just going to have to get on the blah blah. Can you come and fix this? Can you come and fix my sink? Can you come and fix, because I keep hearing fix my sink for some reason. So I need my sink fixing. So, because I'm picking up on like fixings, like a tap or a water, because that came up for another reading about a tap. Okay, and it was like a drill or something, right? So I'm picking up on like tappets, like to do with a car, and I need tappets on my car. Something to do with the carburetor or tappets. But then I'm also picking up on like fixings, like I don't know, like an O-ring or something, or like something to do with my taps and something's broken and I need a new, like, because they're saying fixings, you know, like if you're going through a drawer full of stuff and you get like little gizmos or gadgets or God knows what else, and like a plumber or something like that, and I need a new O-ring or I need a new so on and so forth. And it's kind of like, because they keep saying like fixings, well, like I said, it's either tappets to do with a car or it's fixings to do with a house, and just like little nuts and bolts or God knows what else to do with water or taps, right? So you might be a plumber. But the energy of what they're saying, that if it isn't one thing, it's the other, right? So it's the mother. So you might be a mother, and you might be going through all these things, and you like you have a house and a home, blah blah blah. But because I'm hearing the energy of a song that was by ain't got time to fix the windows, ain't got time, Shakin' Stevens. So something to do called Stephen or Shakin' Stevens, or Stephen or Stevens. Okay, but Stevenson. So you might be the son of somebody called Stephen, right? But I'm picking up Stevenson, Mumford and Sons for some strange reason. So you might hear the music of Mumford and Sons this week on the radio. Listen out to them, for them. But I'm definitely sorry. Can you tell that there's loads? Can you tell what it is yet? Someone's from Australia, but can you tell that I've got loads of this in my head? Sagittarius. So generally, just very quickly, they're saying that things might need fixing, and as soon as one thing needs fixing, it's another. So it's being able to afford to do everything that you want And that's where the frustration energy is coming from, because you might not be able to fix it all. Because they're saying, okay, well, we need this done. It's like that when you call someone over there, oh man, you're going to need this, you're going to need that doing, you're going to need this doing, you're going to need new lining, you're going to need new so and so and so forth, you're going to need a new one of these, and you're also going to need that. And so it's kind of like when one thing breaks and you get that fixed, another thing breaks. Something to do with your brakes, your brake lining, or something to do with that. They keep saying like my brakes, like brake pads or tappets, or something to do with your car or your partner's car. But if it isn't one thing that breaks, it's another thing. So it's a bit like expense, right? So I'm doing it for your expense. So it seems that there seems to be a lot of things that you're either looking for, because you could even be moving, because that was your original message, is moving. Let's get things moving, let's move. But then you go look at the place and it's like, okay, well, we need a new sink, we need a new tap, we need a new cooker, we need a new fridge, we need blah, blah, blah. I'm not picking up cooker or fridge, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we need a new one of these, we need a new one of those, and so on and so forth. And if you want to get everything moving, then you're going to have a big expense to buy all of these things. And it's kind of like that when the energy accumulates, it's kind of like, man, if it isn't one thing, it's another. Like I have to, or it's my mother, it's like, oh God, it's always my mother. It's like I'm always like talking to her, blah, blah, blah. And if it isn't one thing, it's another. Another complicated energy that is to do with my mother, is what I'm hearing. So I can sure a lot of people will probably relate to that one, that message there, right? But like, if it isn't one thing, it's another. And if you don't want one thing, you want something else, and then you want something else, and then you want something else, and then that's broken, that's fixed, and you want me to do it, and then you want me to do it, and you want them to do it. So it's kind of like, well, who's going to do it then? So how can I relate this story to you? It's kind of like that there's a load of things here that need fixing, like a car, tap, a sink, or something like that, and the drill, and God knows what else. So, okay, we need a drill, we need a Dremel, we need, so it's kind of like a fix-it man as such. Now, you or your partner might be this, or you are employing someone to come and do it, or asking someone to come and do all of this. But they're saying that if I ain't got time to fix the windows, I can't do the windows and the doors. And so it's kind of like, okay, I need the door doing, I need the sink doing, I need to buy some new doors, or you need to buy a door. And like, you're like, oh my God, if it isn't one thing, or you could be doing Ableton and you do music and stuff, because I'm hearing the door, okay, DAW. But like, if it's not one device, it's another device. If it's not Devi or Stevie or D, Dan or something, but D, anything beginning with D. Okay, or B. If it's not one thing, D or B, DB. Dean, I'm also picking up Dean, the name Dean, or Nadine. Also Nadine, or Nadine, or Dean, or Ned. Someone called Ned. Okay, sorry if you haven't met this channel before, you're probably going to find it very weird. Let's make sure that I'm paranoid. Is it working? But something to do with, like I said, it's... yeah, I ain't got time to fix the windows, I ain't got time to fix the doors. It's like, well, which one do you want doing first? Do you want the sink doing first? Do you want the door doing first? I mean, is this a woodworker or something? Or like, you just need loads of shit fixing around the house, and you're like, look, you can't have everything at once. What is it that you want me to do first? I mean, is this someone that's very efficient? Or like a fish or Pisces, but someone that's very like, no, I'll do that for you. Look, I can do it for you. I can do that for you. And I can do that for you. Look, I can do that, and that if you want. But can you afford it? And if you can't, if this is a friend that's doing it, they're probably saying, look, what do you want doing first? Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to do that, or which you tell me what you want doing. Is it this one or is it that one? What can we afford? Can we have this fixed first and this fixed first? And then you kind of like, hold on a minute, I need my car sorting out, bro. If my tappets are gone, or I need like my brakes done. So if I've got my brakes done, I need to tap out the door doing all at once. Then it's kind of like this energy of like, hold on a minute, it's all getting on top of me. There's so much that I need doing. So I don't know if you've got an inspection of your car or an inspection of your home, and it's like, you know what, we've got like the okay, so some of you, so it might be that an inspection of your house, apartment or building, but I'm also picking up someone that may work at the home, which is like I've said to you before, I think it is Sagittarius, of like someone that works at like an elderly place, and you have like a big building, and then you have an inspection of health and safety. So it's like, okay, we need the health and safety people to come around, and they're coming in, so make sure that everything's clean, and that because I'm picking up the home, and it's to do with Askham and Askham House, and in Askham House they have like a check that comes around just to make sure that everything's tidy, everything's clean, the kitchen's clean, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. Right, so I'm picking up like because I think you had that before, right? Something about can't fix the windows, can't fix the doors, blah blah blah. We've got the maintenance man coming in and make sure that everything's clean, and so he knows what he's doing. And because I'm picking up like cleaner, or Tina, the name Tina, or cleaner. Okay, but there's someone from Argentina, maybe Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. So Tina. Okay. So man, that's quite a lot of messages in order for you to kind of gather. This is where people say, how on earth do you... It's written within my chart, Sagittarius. It's me having every placement of Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in every spiritual kind of house, but with the planets that are within it. It's the only way I can explain it to everybody that asks. I'm sorry, I do get asked that quite a lot. Okay, it's just like, for instance, very quickly, I will get on with your messages, but rising is Scorpio, North Node is also Scorpio, but 12th house Scorpio, but with the planets that I can't remember which ones, but yeah, you see. So yeah, why am I going on about that? So yeah, that's what you've got. I ain't got time to fix the windows, I ain't got time to fix the doors. So something about doors and windows, like having windows fitted or doors fitted, it's kind of, man, I can kind of see this money pit of like Tom Hanks, if you like. It's kind of like, holy shit. Or like, what you call it? Well, money pit, but also moving, Richard Pryor's Moving. You know, when they get there, they say, right, this is a really nice house, isn't it? It's like, yeah, but we've got new windows, but it's like, cool, they're really nice windows. It's like, yeah, you don't get those, we're taking them with us. And you're like, no, you must be kidding. And why on earth would you take the windows when you get there? You're like, man, they're really nice floors. They say, yeah, they're nice floors, aren't they? But we're taking them with us. And it's like, right, so hold on a minute. And Richard Pryor's kind of like, man, this fucking guy's weird. It's like, man, this is all real good. You all seen Richard Pryor's Moving? If not, watch it. But like, by the time he gets there, he goes, fuck you, Roy. Something to do with Roy or Rogers, but like, fuck you, Roy, I give him the wrong finger. So they get there basically in this thing, and it's basically just a shell. So I'm also picking up Michelle, Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Michelle. See, again, it's a shell. It's a shell. A shell? Or it's a shell, which is a clamfish, which is something to do with Pisces. But like, it's kind of like, I ain't got time to fix all these stuff, blah blah blah. It's just a shell. So Richard Pryor did that when they got there, and they realised that basically it was just the structure of the house with no doors, no windows, and everything had gone, and God knows what else. So I'm kind of picking up that energy for you of around there's so much that needs fixing, or you're moving and you're having in order to have all of these kind of things, and you're like, holy shit, man, we need doors, we need windows, we need cookers, we need cleaners, we need God knows what else. And blah. I mean, is there someone around you that does this around, like, because I'm picking up like a building constructor or something, that they go in and they clean, like, because they used to do this, well, they do in Britain, like when you get like a new build, right, people that, you work for a contract and people that have new builds, right, so they've built loads of houses, and then people go in, okay, and they clean up after the bricklayers and the builders and so on and so forth. People go on to new builds and they have like large contracts of like places that have built like 60 or 70 or more houses for families to move into, and before the families move in, they sometimes have contracts of people that go in and they clean the windows, they clean the doors and the houses and blah blah blah. So I'm picking up a cleaner or someone that picks up contracts of cleaning. But here I'm also picking up that people that are possibly wanting to buy windows and doors and stuff like that, right? So you either own a shop where people buy windows and doors or all of these gadgets and gizmos, or you've got like this, like I said, there's things that are needed in order to buy to move. So like if you're moving into something that's just a complete and utter shell, then it needs like windows, doors, so on and so forth, and somebody's like, oh my god, what do I buy first? Right, so the energy of the money is accumulating to speculate to accumulate, but there seems to be a lot of things that need either one, fixing, or two, buying. Okay, as well, that's what my spirit is telling me. Okay, so that seems to be what you've probably got coming on. Where's your love life here, Sagittarius? Well, probably just there, but just busy. I'm hearing here, there, and everywhere. Something to do with Paul McCartney, Paul or Pauline, or Jolene, or Jolene. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Something to do with Dolly Parton, right? Jolene. But yeah, Dolly. Polly, put the kettle on, I'll be there. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast. You've got to be doing something around breakfast at Tiffany's. Something around going out for a breakfast, maybe. That came up, I think, in your last reading, around having a breakfast and a dinner. Okay, breakfast at Tiffany's. So it don't have to be Tiffany's, it can be like Costa or something, where you have a lot of breakfasts at Costa. Or like, can you cook me breakfast? Or I'm coming over for breakfast and let's cook sausages, eggs, bacon, beans, butties, all those kind of things. So you might even do this in a shop where you sell them, right? Because I'm picking up quite I could sit here in ages doing this for you, Sagittarius, because to be honest there's quite a few, but I think I'm not really going to like indulge. Someone could be on a diet here, because I'm picking up like I want to, but I can't really indulge in all of that. I can't really have like sausages, eggs, bacon, beans. I mean, me, I do, but I'm on the I was going to say Atkins. Some of you could be called Atkins, but I'm not on the Atkins diet, no. Slimming World, where you can have bacon, you can have beans, you can have eggs. I don't have sausages because they're expensive to buy, because you have to buy corn ones. But burgers I have, but the 5% mince, fat mince, and then drain it all, and then make burgers out of it, and so on and so forth. So actually, I don't know if any of you are on a diet, but you really want to look into that, because you can have breakfasts, like, but it's not fried. Spray light, blah blah blah. No breakfast, like, not all the good stuff. Put it that way. Okay, so something to do with breakfasts. Okay. Here. Unless you work at a shop and you're selling breakfasts. No? Breakfasts. And there's about breakfast at Tiffany, she said, I think I remember the film like Jai. I'm also picking up Think Jai. Think Jai. Think Jai. Think Jai. But think Jai. Think before you act, Jai. I don't know what this is for. Think Jai. Think about Jai. Someone's thinking about the name called Jai. Jason, Julian, Jasmine, John, Jason, Jackie, yeah, all of those. Okay, J's. Anybody beginning with J, right? Sadie. I'm also picking up the name Sadie. Also Sadie, or Sarah, or Steve, Sarah. Jesus, man. It's a lot of names. Right, but Sarah Sellers, SS, and pick up Sarah Sellers. So you might be having your haircut, but salon, there you go. Name Sal, or salon, saloon, Venus Loon, but sort of saloon. Saluta, Strovie. Somebody could be Polish here, Strovie. Or I'm picking up sovereign, or patron, but sovereign. Solov. What's that? Solovi? Is that a name? Sophie. Solovi or Sophie. I'm picking up Sophie. But also a sofa. Listen, Sophie, we need to pick up a sofa. That's what I'm picking up. Sophie sofa. You right, Sophie, with this sofa? But Sophie the sofa. So far, Sophie. So far for me to go though, Sophie. I don't know if I can travel that far. That's what I'm hearing. It's too far, Sovereign. I can't go over to the Sovereign Union. I can't go over to the Union. Something to do with the Union. Union representative. We need to go to the Union. So is this something to do with Churchill, the dog insurance? Like we need to go to the Union. The Union rep. We need to go to the Union rep. Something to do with that. Union rep. Man, I'm going to spend all of my energy and time just channeling for one star sign. So, oh man. But that's your channeled intergalactic weird shit there, Sagittarius. So you got quite a few, to be honest. Well, is it right? I mean, I don't know. Is that right for you? But that's what I'm hearing. So you don't have to make the energies fit. I know there is nothing that is really compromising you there, but you don't have to make those fit. You know, they are intergalactic, out of goddamn nowhere, of where everybody will be. It's just my chart. It's just literally all written within my chart. Okay, it trines and squares itself back to the planets that are in certain star signs that just say medium, channeler, psychic, talks to the dead. You know, there's one good thing that I've learned about my rising and also 12th house of Scorpio and North Node is about the end. It's about compromise. I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio somewhere, but it's about compromise. You see, the thing is with me, with the Scorpio energy as well, is that I see the end, right? I see the beginning, the middle, and the end, and I see the whole point of it, right? It's very in depth. So I see the ending, but for me to see the ending, that doesn't mean that everybody else is caught up with what I know. So that's where a Scorpio is very stubborn and arrogant and comes across as if they know it all, right? Because they more than likely do. They kind of like see the ending. That's within my spiritual calling, is that I see the ending. It's like me reading a book right at the end and knowing it before anybody else has read it. Right? So you might be dealing with Reddit or Read or Eat Read or something like that, but Read or Reedy or Damien, Dan, Damien, Dan, all that kind of thing, Damien. Okay, but I'm hearing like, you know, it's just within my chart that pretty much tells me that I'll dig my heels in where I feel as if I already know it. And that can come across as such a poet of a riddle to another person when you're in a relationship with them, that learning to compromise and actually realising that I hold my hands up, I realise that that's my fault. That's change. You see, when you realise that, okay, I've really got to look at myself here, right, is that I really think that I always know it all, even though I feel it. It doesn't mean that I have to always put myself first. I have to always kind of also be very aware of that, even though I think I know it, I don't always know everything. You know, and that can be a lot of energy of Scorpio. Is that I basically already feel like I know the answer to it, but you can't control other people, unfortunately. Right? Fortunately and unfortunately. So it's compromise. But anyway, enough of that. So what's been going on with me Sagittarius is I have the power, Adam and Eve, something to do with a Gemini. Someone's got Gemini in their chart, but it's like, listen, just stick your chest out. Someone's got very big front. It's like I'm putting a front up. So someone you could have had someone's back up. Well, we look at the past for a start, Sagittarius. But one of your kids or your child or something, you may not speak to them. You're right. This is that because the page is where I'm not spanking. Someone's been spanking someone. Listen, I'm going to give you a right good spanking. But yeah, it's thinking. It's like, well, okay, well I've got better things to do than talk to you, boo. So you've kind of got where you probably closed down emotionally. Something was said to a person and they're like, I don't really like the tone of your voice. It's a little bit too much, to be honest with you. You speak a little bit too loud. Can you just shut up and be quiet for a minute? So, did that happen? But like I'm hearing like you speak too loud, you speak too quick. I'm sorry if I speak too quick. Okay, if that's me. But the message is you speak too quick, I don't understand what you're saying. So, sorry. I also forget there are people that watch from different countries, so I don't know if it's available, but apparently I think you can slow videos down. So I don't know if you do anything around music like I do, Angel Radio. Someone's batteries might really be running out if you're using something. But yeah, I'm hearing this fan again. This. Are you having your teeth done or something? Or like I don't know, a buffer. It's like, or like a whacker plate. Why would I pick up a message like that? You know. But like, why would I talk to you anyway? Is what I'm hearing. What? It's like, tell me about it then. No, okay. Well then, don't talk to me about it. Let's not speak about it. Past. Right. So normally kids are like that with their mother, or their mother with their kids. But anyway, let's see. Sagittarius, what's been going on with them? With them, I'm hearing. What's been going on with them? What's been going on with them? God knows, we haven't really been speaking. I'm more concerned about all the clients that I've got. But like, it's like, yeah, I've got clients, I've got people, I've got children, Kilby, I'm picking up Kilby or Karen. The Karen Kilby. You're right. But something to do with like the Kilbys or the Karens. Now, came up for another reading. Karens, apparently, in America and different places, are people that come out of the street going, listen, I'm telling you, don't you do that, I'm blah, 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 I'm a Karen. Right, so there's something around neighbours or Karens or something like that, or like your neighbour or something. But yeah, sunflower seeds. So sunflowers, when they are lacking in sunlight, so you might need to go out and get some sun, or this is your sun in some aspect. Okay, but sunflowers, normally when they lose energy, they point towards another sunflower in order to drain the shit out of it before the sun comes up. And they can both turn towards the sun in order to get more energy. So what you get is empathy. Learning to be an empath. I'm an empath! Learning to be one is very difficult. Because everybody is empathy. Everybody, right? Even though you might say, listen, I'm sick to death of you, I don't really give a shit. You don't have empathy. Of course I do. That's why I think that you're confusing. Get away from me. Right? So, everybody has empathy. Learning to be an empath is very difficult, right? It's a process. Here, but Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, I have kids, I have children, I have clients. Okay, I have other things on my mind. And I'm trying to make my business grow. Ooh, look, it's growing. It's growing. It's like, oh my God, ain't you growing up fast? You're right there, big lad. You seem to be getting fast. Some of you could have met one of your friends just recently and like, oh my God, ain't your hair growing long? You're right, sister. Yeah, my sister's a Sagittarius. Yeah, isn't your hair growing long? Listen, Jackie, Julian, Jason, Jasmine. Listen, Jack, we need to plant your bean or beanie. But like, listen, we need to flick your bean. So, yeah, you've got, where have you been? Well, I've just been floating, bruv. I've been around. Oh, man, I ain't seen you for ages. You all right? Yeah, no, I've just been floating around, bruv. You all right? Yeah, no, I'm good. You know, yeah, how's it been going? Yeah, no, it's all right. How's business going? All right? Yeah, no, how's your mother? How's your son? How's your brother? Jesus, I'll have to keep asking me all that shit. Well, like, yeah, how's it been? You alright? Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, social outlet, meeting friends, basically, because I'm hearing that. It's like, you alright there? How you been getting on? Yeah, no, it's all good, bruv. It's all floating. There's business, alright? Yeah, no, it's all cushy, bruv. How much do you get? Like, you know, yeah, friends. Friends will be friends. When you need a love, give me care and attention. If not, you've just been, because this is just recent past, or I don't know, just connect it with however you want. It's still past, but it'll pass, I'm hearing. It's alright, it'll blow over, it'll pass, don't worry about it, you'll soon get back together with them, it's alright. That's what I'm hearing, is that, friend? Well, it'll soon pass, just let them have their little taddy fit. It's alright, they'll soon start talking to you again. Jen, Jalian, Juicin, Jasmine, John. Ooh, look at you standing there in the nude. I'm in the nude for dancing. Someone is a stripteaser or a stripteaser. It's like, what are you doing? Stripping off, bruv. Whoa. So some of you have been having sex. I'll just put that one out there. But like, yeah. Or you've got a burning desire in order to just dance in the rain. Or with Lorraine or Laura. Or Laura. It's like, yeah, I've just met this girl called Laura. Or Laura's just met someone called Sagittarius. I've just met this person, blah, blah, blah. They're new. These are friends that have been talking about one another of a new person that they've just met. How are you getting on? No, well, I've got something to confess, is what I'm hearing, because this is like religion here. I've got something that I need to confess. I've got a bit of a thing. Stephen King or Stephen, but I've got a bit of a thing for someone. It's like, yeah, I've got a bit of a thing. Unless you're having a bit of a fling, it's like, are you having a fling with them? Are you having a fling with them? Or haven't you having a thing? So, what? Are you having a thing? Well, it's something. I think, well, it's something. It's some kind of connection. Anyway, let's have a look at your Page of Swords here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Money, 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 that's what I'm saying. Just watch it come in. Listen, Jack, all you need is one of these beans and you can climb up there and ask for it. So if you want it, you've got to go and get it, Jack. Well, you know, I've got the money, so I might as well. Bam, there you go. Right, listen, Jack, if you want things in life, you're going to have to go and get them yourself. I can't always do things for you. You're going to have to do it. Unless you've got someone that's a friend that's doing it for you. Right, here. Because I'm hearing, anything you do, I'll do it for you. Anything you want, I'll do it for you. What do you want? Yeah, can you just do this? Yeah, no, sure, I'll do that for you, bruv. Don't you worry. I've got you covered. I've got your insurance covered. Some of you just ask somebody that you know to have a look at your insurance documents or go over some bookwork or stuff like that, and they went over it for you as a friend and had a look. Here. Right. In the past, insurance cover, policies, documents, car, all that kind of thing. Someone's helping you. or you're helping them, right? Or M, or Emily, or Emma, or oh fuck me, bro. Do we have to keep going through these E's and M's? E's are good, E's are good, is Ebenezer good? Something to do with Ebenezer Scrooge, or Ebenezer Shepherd. You're right there, Ed. Well, like, is Ebenezer good? Is E's are good? Is E's are good? Is Ebenezer good? His knees are good. Oh, I don't know, his knees are going, is what I'm hearing. Someone could have knobbly knees, or Noah. I'm hearing Noah, or Noah's Ark. But like, yeah, his knees are not so good these days. His knees are going. Ew, someone's knees are on their way out. Or Sneezy, the 7 goddamn dwarves. Someone's got 7 kids and 7 wives. Or you're dealing with a life path number 7. But like, yeah, his knees are going. Well, what you got to say about it, Bashful? Yeah, all right there, Sneeze. Oh, Jesus, who you sneezing on, bruv? Like, I'm like, you're right, Grumpy. Oh, you're right there, Grumpy. What's up with you? You know, work. It's on my mind constantly. Is it? You're right there, little fella. Laura. You right, little fella? Oh, has it been your birthday? It's my birthday. It's my birthday is what I'm hearing. It's my birthday. Yeah, well, cry if you want to, but anyway, Page of Pentacles. Something to do with Aries, maybe. Ooh, Typhus. Some of you could have been a bit of a mood. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. A mood swing. This is like a man when he has a woman moment, if you like. Ooh, you're right there. You're having a bit of a period, are you? So someone, one of your children or kids, it might, well, put it this way. Man or woman. Men have more of a tissy fit also at times. Ooh, my God, you seem like you're in a bit of a be careful when you're speaking, Stephen. Like, yeah, you look as if you're growing. Like, God, look at your channel grow. Look at things growing. I didn't know that you done that. I didn't know that you knew all of these kind of things. That's absolutely crazy. How do you know that? Right? Well, it's a seed. It's an intent. What's your intentions for my daughter? What's your intentions for my son? What intentions have you got, big lad? What do you want to do with your time? Where do you want to go? You all right? Right? That's what I'm hearing. Like, what are your intentions, Tina? Or like, what are your intentions? Hopefully it's not a bad romance. Because it could have been at times. It's kind of like, well, we need to compromise. So I told you, Scorpio energy, also Libra. We need to make a decision about what we're going to do in order to make our business grow bigger. Some of you are looking for a penis pump. Maybe. Or your name's Pearson. Scott? Pearson. Anyway, judgment. I've got to clarify judgment. Oh, it's the Two of Cups. It's the stare down. Stairs, Gavin, or stairs, or Stera, or Stella. You right, Stella? Sonia. I'm also bringing up Sonia Alamano. Sonia. It's Sonia. It's your Sonia. Sonia. What? Sonia. Anyway, Iron Zion is what I'm picking up. Lion. Something to do with Leo. Iron Zion. Is Ebenezer good? Is Ezer good? Hey, you got any Veras? What? I was standing in the corner. What was that? Oh, you got any Veras? What's the one about someone smoking weed? I'm picking up someone selling weed or smoking weed. What's that one? I feel another rush coming on. Something to do with Rat Pack, right? Something to do with Vera's and smoking weed. Or the name Vera. You right, Vera? Vanessa also. Vanessa. Man, there's quite a few of you, right? Vanessa's. The star. It's the star man hanging in the sky. I'd like to come and meet them, but I think they'll blow my mind. Because it's a Pisces. But like, I think you blow my mind. You blew up? Oh, hopefully not. Did someone internally combust? Or something blew up? Or, well, what are you doing, brother? I'm just chilling, just hanging. Do you want me to come over? Yeah, sure. I'll come over. I'll hang about with you. So some of you are hanging around the right sort of crowd. Well, I'd rather be around your crowd. So, yeah, hanging around, bruv. Just chilling, floating, standing here. Probably a few back problems. Oh, God, I need to stretch. That's what I'm picking up, like stretch. Oh, off my Facebook also, stretch. You right, long thing? How y'all getting on? Someone's got a long old tool on them or something, or long, the name long. Long or stretch long. Stretch Armstrong, the name Strong or Armstrong? Armstrong. Yeah, anyway, y'all with your partner, you've been just like chilling, floating, hanging about, hanging out also. Why don't you just come over and hang out and we'll hang out? There you go, bruv. There you go, you might work at Tesco. Anyway, let's see. Supermarket thweep with Dale Winton is what I'm picking up. Someone in a same-sex relationship. Anyway, keep going. So Sagittarius, I'm hearing, just keep going. Just keep going. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What are y'all doing here with Libra? A decision's got to be made over a divorce or court. It's like, well, I'm courting you. Oh, okay, someone's courting someone. It could be a Libra. Ooh, is this a new person for some of you Sagittarius? I am courting. Ooh. Caught right in the middle of it. Work. Is this a friend, foe or family? But I'm hearing I'm courting. Well, in Britain, yeah. In the olden days, during days at Thusla, we used to say, oh, I'm courting. Are you? Yes, we're doing the foxtrot this evening. Somebody does the foxtrot. Or the Fox's Glacier Mint. Or the name Fox. Or Frost. But like, meow, pussy. So it's like, look at the pussycat there. So this could be a Leo. Justin. But this could be a Leo. Also Libra. A Leo Libra. Laura. Hearing Laura's a Laura wants to be spread like flora, is what I'm hearing. Just flora. Or you're putting a floor down. But like Laura or Lucy is a law. So works for the law. The law. Like clerk, an office clerk or something, works for the law. Yeah. It's right, you're right now, love don't live here anymore. So paying your rent, paying your bills, an inspection for the landlord is also what I'm hearing, the landlord. The person that owns the company or business or home. Sagittarius, that might be all the things that need fixing. Jim will fix it for you, and you right there. Ooh, God, y'all want to get away from that person if you know anything about Jim will fix it. Well, like, here, you're right, I'm the devil. Ooh, because I'm in disguise, trying to tempt you into something. Oh, God, there's temptation of something here, Sagittarius. It's a little bit suspicious, if I'm honest. Yeah. What on earth is that? Temptation. Can be smoke and mirrors, an illusion of things that you don't know. That's what I'm saying. Lucky for me, I'm a Scorpio in loads of different places. I can tell you about the end. Jim. This is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plans. The end. I'll never look into your eyes again. I'll never look in your eyes again. Oh, Jen. Oh dear, I will never look into your eyes again, Jen. Oh, N-Gen. N-Gen, something to do with the Cancerian. Or a Sagittarian or an Aquarian. Or the name Jen. Or Julian. Or Jason. Or Jasmine. But oh dear, am I not wanting to see what's right in front of me. Oh dear. You need to admit it. I need to tell you something. Well, then you need to tell me. What is it that you've got to tell me? Because I'll only ever accept the truth. And nothing but the truth, so help me God. Will I, for the love of God, Steve Vai, for the love of God, if you want to tell me something, then speak now before or ever hold your peace here. What is it that you've got to say? What is it that I do not know about you that you're doing? because that's what I'm hearing here. What do I not know that you're doing here? Because this is paranoia also, can be paranoia. Because it's someone that's blind to the truth, that wants to know something that doesn't know the truth. You wouldn't know it if it hit you in the face, is what I'm hearing. Right? So I don't know if there's divorce or someone that's trying to wrap up their past in certain ways first before they begin. Right? Because I'm hearing it's over before it began. It's only just begun to give. Black rose and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way. It's only just begun. So it's only just begun, but someone still needs to speak it. Right? They still need to speak it because they need to tell the person the truth. But the trouble is that when you get the truth, it could come from anybody. It can come from any single angle. Right? This is, what's your angle? What is your intentions? What are your intentions? What's your angle? What do you want? What do you need? Right? So, like I said in past reflections of other readings just recently, it's never about what you want. It's about what you need that is provided for you by the universe. As humans, we all feel like we need, want everything to happen at once. Quick. Right? I want to reach death before the end of anybody else. That's why I'm a Scorpio. I already know. Right? So it's kind of like, well, I already know that you've got this thing for me, right? But are you speaking about it? Right? Are you speaking? Because I'm definitely hearing, what are your intentions? Truly, what are your true intentions? Because this could be, what are your intentions for my daughter? What are your intentions? Because this could be a progression of marriage here. It's either divorce or Devi or something, or D, or the devil. But what are your intentions here? Like, you know, what are you purely doing? You know, here. What do you want? Because I am hearing, what are your intentions for my daughter? What are your intentions for my son? You know, if you want to, because this is kind of like where someone in the family is like, well, I want to ask your daughter or your son in order to, in the hand of marriage. So you need to go and ask your mother, or you need to go and ask your father, right? Because this is the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and the whatever. This is Elijah, right? So it's like, what are your intentions? You know, what are your intentions? So you've kind of got this, like, if some of you here are like doing this, because it's like turning my back on one and then going towards another energy of like a decision through two. And I'm turning my back on one, and then I keep going from one to another, from one to another, from one to another. But from one another to another, it goes from another mother to fuck knows who, because it's information, right? So it goes from one to another. So what are your intentions? You know, what are your intentions? Because this could be a bad intention. It could also be, because I'm also hearing with intent. With intent, like an intent to kill, or an intent to gill. And gill or bill, or like a bill that's intent to kill. What? Oh, fucked if I know. I need to stop your reading because I've got other stuff to do. Sorry, Sagittarius, but I do have other readings. So if you want the rest of your reading, we're going to have to go over to Patron, and this is where you'll see the rest of it. Can't really give you a timeline apart from it starts when you see it, okay? So it's basically for a week or so, okay? But I'm going to do more cards, clarify them, put them out, and then see what your story unfolds, okay? But it will only go to tier, the full access bundle. If you want more, I'm not going to be putting the last 2 weeks out on Patreon, on here, on YouTube. As soon as these are finished, the last 2 weeks of the month, they're only going to be going over to the full access bundle on Patreon. So you've got this reading and a plethora of others over there. That's why it says the full access bundle. But the last 2 weeks, once I've finished Pisces, that is then when I shall start the 2 week reading, but they'll only go over to the full access bundle. So if you want to know what they are, you will have to join Patreon in order to find out what your 2 week reading is, as well as this, okay? But there you go, that's your reading so far, Sagittarius. Any like, share, comment, subscription, anything like that would really help also, or joining Patreon also really helps, okay? Alright guys, thanks very much, and I'll hopefully catch you over there.